Hey Leo, welcome to your April 2025 weekly reading. Now, this is going to be for April 3rd through the 10th. It was supposed to be for the 1st. I just kind of fell behind a little bit, Leo. I was actually supposed to upload your videos yesterday, but for some reason I accidentally skipped Cancer, Leo, and Virgo's read. So sorry about that. Sorry it's a day late. But nonetheless, let's just go ahead and jump in and not wait anymore. But just wanted to say, I know it's a little bit of an odd time frame, but we are in odd times. And Mercury's retrograde, so I'm going to blame Mercury. All right, let's go ahead and jump in here, Leos. I hope you're doing well. As I'm pulling your cards, I would like to say that if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. And also that this is definitely very interesting energies in the month of April, the beginning, astrologically. I mean, if you want to talk about new beginnings and new realities starting to form, I would definitely say it started with the solar eclipse in Aries, partial solar eclipse, and then Neptune that has just come into Aries. Neptune came in Aries on March 29th, March 30th. The solar eclipse is on March 29th. And April, starting off the first week, there's so many transits going on. I mean, I can name them all, but for me to be able to put it all together and have a description for all of it would take me some time. But I'm going to read the transits here while I'm pulling your cards for this time frame that we're in when I'm doing the video. So we got Saturn sextile Uranus, Mars sextile Uranus, and Mars trine Saturn, all happening on April 4th. That's a big deal because this is going to allow us to find breakthroughs where we have been stuck or where things have been too rigid. And not only that, we can find structure and a proper outlet for us to get the most out of our time, most out of our work. So if you've been feeling stuck, or if maybe you're feeling if you've been feeling stuck, this is where you'll feel motivated, right? This is where you'll feel that Uranus energy, like that spontaneous urge to fucking start where you should have started a long time ago. So definitely good. And then we have the sun that was sextile Jupiter on the 6th. That's a positive transit. Jupiter is the planet of positivity, growth, expansion. You can say good luck, good fortune, good rewards from good deeds, right? But it's interesting because we are going into all these new energies after just being in the most confusing fucking energy, I would say, for the past 2 months, for March and February. Like the Pisces season that we went through, like that was probably the most confusing energy I feel like we'll probably go through in our lives in regards to the Pisces energy. Let's see here. What else is going on? Venus will trine Mars as well the same day. Venus retrograde trine Mars. So that's good for creativity, opportunities aligning for us. Even though Venus is retrograde, maybe it's an opportunity, but maybe it's sort of, it's not, I feel like it could be an opportunity, but it is creativity as well. Maybe it's like rediscovering something or relooking at something. And then Venus will conjunct Saturn on the 7th. Mercury goes direct this week, thank the Lord. Mercury go direct on the 7th. And then, I'll go through the rest of the transits, but you can already tell there's a lot of them, right? So let's just jump into your reading and we'll see how your reading connects to the transits and where the major areas are in regards to your read and how they connect to the astrology. You did pull this debilitated card. It says discomfort here. Yeah, being in a debilitated position means that you're not in the ideal position that you want to be in, and it's uncomfortable. You're having to do more work and you're being challenged a little bit more. And the challenge itself is requiring you to have to work harder. Maybe you have debilitated planets. I have debilitated planets, right? Like it's not, that's not uncommon, right? But it's just like the challenge with the debilitation is wherever the planet's being challenged more to perform in a certain way in order for it to work, in order to get what it is that we want. So I think right now you're in a position in your life at this time to where it's uncomfortable and like you're having to do the extra work here to get yourself unstuck or to put yourself in a better position here. And you also pulled this self-mastery card. It's the solar plexus chakra. Yeah, and maybe you're getting really into the chakras here this week as well. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you go into a lot of spiritual energy this week or want to deepen your spirituality or deepen your connection to the divine here. And so you could definitely be doing like self-development work or spiritual work here. But I think you're mastering yourself. It's interesting. I picked this up intuitively. You're overcoming parts of yourself that have been restricting you and limiting you. You pulled the water element here. It says feeling, awakening, expression, life. It could be a deeper form of awakening that's happening for you. You did pull the star card in the challenge position. Give me 1 second. But the star in the challenge has a lot to do with spirituality. It's actually the most spiritual card in the deck. But it's more just, it's more so trying to seek other forms of knowledge to broaden your consciousness. And I think you're having to seek out these newer ways in which you can become enlightened in a way, like to learn what you don't know. And I'll point that out even more here in your reading, because I do kind of feel like you're stuck. It's like there's things that you're trying to figure out that's been hard to figure out, and so it's like you're really having to find innovative solutions here for yourself to be able to get yourself unstuck, or to be able to come some type of obstacle or block. I'll go more into detail in a moment. But the water element, yes, it deals with feeling, and yes, it deals with life and expression. But also, water is very spiritually enlightening. It has a lot to do with depth, introspection, reflection, to where we have to really access these deeper levels of consciousness, become more aware. And I feel like that's something here that you're having to do. So I'll go more into that in a second. But you have the Ace of Pentacles here. For the overall energy. Yeah, and the Ace of Pentacles is trying to formulate a new way in which you can create and establish a better reality for yourself. Whether that's figuring out how you can make more money, figuring out if you want to start a business, anything that is going to aid and support you in your life. And I feel like you're trying to figure out how you can do it. 9 of Swords in your current energy. You have a lot of ideas. I feel like you have a lot of ideas, or maybe you're starting to run out of ideas. It could be both. But the 9 of Swords it's where we can sometimes get too ahead of ourselves. Like the 9 of Swords is saying, how do I explain this? The 9 of Swords is you can no longer ignore a problem. It gets louder and louder and louder till it's to the point where it fucking keeps you up at night. 9 of Swords. So I think here it's like you're having to address some type of issue and problem, and it's like you're having to find an idea that works, or find some type of new thing here for yourself to help you get unstuck, to help you get out of the debilitated, discomfort, uncomfortable position that you're in. But it's interesting because the star card is your challenge here, and so I believe this has a lot to do with service and work and career. And I'm getting more so channeled information and intuitive information. The water element deals with imagination. It's very Pisces. Pisces is water. The North Node's in Pisces. Pisces deals with introspection, reflection, and being idealistic, allowing yourself to tap into the imagination, creativity, right? And the star card is in your challenge, and the King of Pentacles is your advice. This is very North Node Pisces energy, South Node Virgo energy, to where this week that North Node in Pisces is being activated. Right, we have Mars sextile Saturn, Mars trine Saturn, Mars sextile Uranus, and then Saturn sextile Uranus. So and then Saturn's in Pisces. So in order to build and structure the ideal future, it's like we do have to make these innovational changes and allow ourselves to really explore the depths of our mind and our imagination, and to allow ourselves to be more idealistic, to believe in ourselves. Pisces has a lot to do with belief and surrender too. So I feel like you're being encouraged here to not settle. King of Pentacles says that your dreams are still alive. The star card, the things that you want are still alive. They're still there for you to grip and grasp and to manifest. But the King of Pentacles says like you must become the master of your material reality by taking full control over like your work, your career. But it's like you have to do it. And it's interesting because I wonder if I'm going to pull the Emperor here, because one of the descriptions of the Emperor that I was just reading was that the Emperor as advice can sometimes mean where you need to really take control of things. Like if there's things that's been lagging behind, things that you've been stressed about, things that have been uncomfortable, it's like you can't wait anymore. It's like you need to start taking full control, full responsibility of everything. Which I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but what I'm saying, but I am kind of getting that. I feel like you have like very stern guides. I feel like my guides are, and your guides are like here, this is the message. So it'll be interesting if we pull the Emperor in this reading when I clarify. But the good thing is with the Page of Swords in the future position is like I actually do feel you're moving forward with these newer ideas, and I think you're allowing yourself to I think there's things that you're curious about. I think you're allowing yourself to examine them, right, and to try them out. Like the Page of Swords is when you finally take the idea that you've been thinking about, or the things that you've been thinking about, and you start to put it into motion. So there's going to be new things here I feel that you're going to be getting started with, going to be doing here. And you pulled the Page of Pentacles here in the outcome, which I like, because whatever it is, I do feel like it's going to practically stick. This is a really good, I would say this is a good time frame. There's not a lot of negative transits this week. Like if there's ever a week to get yourself into motion, even though we have Venus and Mercury retrograde. Mercury comes direct though on April 7th. It's like that's not an excuse. You can still get shit going. But I think this week, I'm just gonna name the transits. There's not one square. We have Saturn sextile Uranus on the 4th, Mars sextile Uranus, and Mars trine Saturn all on the 4th. And then we have Sun sextile Jupiter on the 6th, Venus trine Mars, Venus conjunct Saturn, Mercury goes direct, Venus sextile Uranus, Mars trine the North Node. There's not, like, these are all good transits. It's very interesting though, because it's almost as if we just came out of this huge fog that we've been in for, I would say, all of April, or sorry, all of March. And so now it's like, now there are all these new things that can start to happen, but it's still a bit disorienting. So you did pull the Ace of Swords here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. The Ace of Swords has a lot to do with controlling the mind with the Nine of Swords. It's when stress and anxiety keep you up late at night. It's when the stress and the anxiety start to consume you, the worry, the doubts start to consume you, and they start to, they take you out of the present moment. So the Ace of Swords, specifically, I feel with this King of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, is like you having to like really focus and lock in here. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles for the overall energy. You pulled the Page of Wands. Yeah, I think this week you'll be excited here to start something. Page of Wands it's something spontaneously that you'll feel like excited or encouraged to do. And so, Page of Wands is, you don't need all the answers. It's just about taking action, right? When you feel passionate and ready and inspired. So this could be a new business venture, specifically King of Pentacles as the advice. And I think you are being encouraged here, Leo, to explore other ventures or try other ventures here. Clarify the Nine of Swords in your current energy. You pull the Ace of Pentacles. Here goes again. Yeah, I think right now it's like you're just trying to figure out like how you're going to manifest what you want, right? How are you going to bring it all together? How's it going to all come together? Clarify the Star card in your challenge. You pull the Two of Swords here. Yeah, I think with this Two of Swords, one of your challenges is, I don't even feel like this Two of Swords is a challenge. It's more so that I think where the challenge is starting to come in is maybe you've been sitting on the fence for too long. It's like, yeah, Two of Swords tells us to take time to think and to fill out the decision, to reflect on some things. But at some point, it's like we do have to set that forth into motion. Clarify the Page of Swords in the future. You pulled the Devil card here. I don't get that this Devil is a negative energy. Not with the Page of Swords here. The Devil is the archetype of Capricorn. So the Devil card actually points to discipline and structure because it's Capricorn. And so it's like where we kind of have to be pessimistic. I don't want to say pessimistic, but where we have to sort of put restrictions in place for ourselves. Right? It's like where we have to set the guidelines for ourselves because otherwise we won't do it. Right, so I feel like this Page of Swords, the Devil card, is like you becoming more disciplined or creating better structure here for yourself, which is allowing for you to finally start moving forward with these new ideas. clarify the Page of Pentacles in the clarify the Page of Pentacles in the outcome. You pulled the Hierophant here. Also too, you could be making a purchase this week. You could be buying like a course or a book or something like that. That's going to like help you here. Or this could be you. Maybe you're putting out some type of product or course. Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, right? It's like some type of newer thing that's of service, right? That teaches and guides others. Or this could be you on the flip side. Maybe you're getting something that's teaching you something. But I feel like it's going to be very impactful with the Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles in the outcome position. And also, too, Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant is about practical application of wisdom and what you've been learning. And specifically with the Self-Mastery card, you're very wise and very intelligent. And so it's just about taking the knowledge here that you have and starting to implement it practically. It's very interesting, Leo, because I feel like for you, I just feel like you need to just implement the wisdom. But maybe it's like you're getting maybe too caught up in the details of things. But it's interesting because I feel like as soon as you start Page of Wands, Page of Swords, it actually is a lot easier than you thought it would be. Clarify the King of Pentacles as your advice. You pulled the Eight of Cups here. Yeah, and I'm not going to say, this Eight of Cups is like walking away from something. It's not. The Eight of Cups tells me that you've been sort of in this transitionary period in your life, and you haven't quite yet settled on something yet. You're not like you haven't yet, like the foundation of something is being built. Like the new foundation of something is being built. So the King of Pentacles, as your advice, is saying you have to focus on the new foundation of what it is that you're building. What the fuck? 1 second, Leo. My AirPods just connected, so that's why. They're right here. But yeah, like to focus on the new foundation of something, like build on a new foundation for something. Trying to find the answers in the past with the Eight of Cups, or trying to keep doing the same thing from the past, it's almost in a way going to continuously feel like it's missing meaning, or you don't feel as spiritually connected to it. So it's like developing and building a new spiritual thing, a new spiritual structure for yourself that connects with your work, that's meaningful. You have clarify the Ace of Swords. Seven of Cups here. Yeah, you got to choose. Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups when you have a lot of desires, but it's like you got to pick one. Seven of Cups is also the power of the imagination, where it's like everything's in the imagination. And like, yes, it's a beautiful place to be, but at some point, it's like we have to start building that. And that's that Saturn on the North Node that's being activated by Uranus sextiling it, Mars trining it. Mars is sextiling Uranus. It's like actually like really starting to find the structure to create and build the ideal life here that we've been wanting. So that's what I got here for you, Leo, in your challenge. Direction, like the star card is your North Star. It's navigation, needing direction, needing to orient yourself to something that's higher than yourself. And for you, I feel like that's around like career and work. Maybe it's about restructuring things, or maybe going over things, or changing some things up that are more in alignment spiritually. But it is about finding that North Star and finding like something higher that you can reorient yourself to, or orient yourself to, that is meaningful, that brings meaning to your work, to everything that you're doing and building and creating. So, but I think this is the week, though. I think this is the week to where you're. I hate to say, well, maybe I don't, but I think it's like the term, like you're locking in, like you're locked in. You're locking into what needs to be done, and I feel like you're taking a full hands-on approach. Devil card, Page of Swords here in the future, because that Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands for the overall energy is you taking the initiative here to create and establish some type of new thing that you've been thinking about a lot. Nine of Swords in your current energy. So that's what I got for you, Leo. I appreciate you. I'm gonna leave your reading here. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. And yeah, my readings are on sale at this time. If you need any guidance, direction, confirmation, if you want to ask me any question, that link is down below. I encourage you to subscribe, and otherwise than that, Leo, I will see you later.